Alright folks, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, we're going to have a couple of minutes to go over about the future of the channel. Some interesting stuff is happening, and I just thought I'd share it out with you guys while we wait for this 2v2 to get started. So, first things first, you may have noticed I finally have a nice brand. Yes, you can see it on the channel, on my little, channel icon. There's like a 7 and an 8 and a 9, and it's really cool. And I found this really cool guy. His name is Explorin. You can go ahead and check him out. He does great work. And he put together this beautiful brand for me. It looks absolutely amazing, and we're currently working on intros and outros, so probably going to see a huge boost in channel quality after that gets all settled down. So I'm very excited for that, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Second piece of news, System Gaming approached me to cast some of their games, and I'm really excited about that, and very humbled too. But, you know, it's very exciting for me. I hope you guys are going to enjoy some of their games. But one thing I'm worried about is that I'm concerned when they hear the accent over at Discord chat, because they want to talk to me, they're just going to think, what the hell did we get ourselves into, right? I mean, because they're not going to be expecting some sort of white bread Caucasian, like, oh yes, I've been in the business for 23 years. And then all of a sudden some guy who sounds like 3 Apu's and Steve Irwin comes along and screams, "What is up, Storm?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh shit!" But I hope the accent is not a deal breaker. Is what I'm going for. I hope it just sweetens it more than anything. But you know what? Enough of my personal complaints. Glad to see what is up for the future of the channel, and let's get on to this game because we have another 2v2 and it looks like a rematch. So let's get on into it. Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. 79 on this glorious morning of January 22nd, 2017. And we have a nice 2v2 to start off your day. I'm gonna try to switch on my goggles over on to this game and stop thinking about the future of this channel. Which is... oh wait, by way to face that. Whatever. Spawning in the top left hand corner of Magma Rounds, representing our Terran and Zerg player. At the same time, it is Raffier and Frudgy. And in the top right hand corner of Overgrowth, representing our blue Zerg players, it is Mint and Stukov. If you're thinking these look familiar, yes, they're the same people who played the first 2v2. I think it's the same teams as well, but Raffier decided to switch from Terran to Zerg, so now we have a Terran and a Zerg and a Zerg and a Zerg. One cool thing about 2v2s is that you can't read any of this stuff going by and observe the game at the same time. So I'm really sad. Hey, next time you cook eggs, see? No context! I have nothing to work with there. Oh, it's absolving at worst. But anyways, I'm just glad we're casting a nice game of Starcraft. Gas and barracks coming down for our friend Frudgy. Raffier going for gas. Ooh, no, actually hatch gas pool, so fairly standard from our friend Raffier. Stukov going for a hatch gas pool as well, it seems, or it actually looks like a pool gas hatch, but I'm not too certain. And yes, a hatch gas pool for my friend Mint. Okay, he did go pool first, Stukov. His hatch was on the lookout, so gonna have to see what he wants to do with that. He has a couple larvae, he can go ahead and spend that on whatever he wants. Come on, Stukov. Yes, Stukov. Oh boy, he's not even busy typing, I guess he just likes the look of larva. There we go, finally making a couple of lings and a queen. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, command center actually getting a little bit delayed by this Steve that decides to molest this SCV for a little bit. And by molest, no, get your minds out of the gutter. I mean to annoy. And fun fact, in Spanish, to annoy, the verb to annoy is translated as molestar. So, you know, well, you can imagine very well teaching that to a group of high school students in this 8th grade. Oh boy, did not go over well for our Spanish teacher at all. And she was very molestarred. Let's see, is Queen gonna poke away at this Overlord? Probably gonna survive, not gonna Blorgon to its death. Actually, the Queen is faster than the Overlord, so if it goes down, yeah, it could be one dead Overlord, but it's gonna take a while to reach it. I suspect death for this Overlord, but gonna have to see what comes of it, especially with this creep. Nice little speed boost for there. And Lynx meeting in the middle of the map, gonna chase down Mint's Lynx is Raffier, and we're gonna refer to this as red team and blue team. I think that's a much better way to keep track of it 2v2. How about you guys? Alright, let's see what's happening to the red team. Have a command center finishing on up, and factory looks like it's gonna swap over to this reactor as soon as Frudgy finds the time. There he goes. Speed on the way for blue team. For both Zerg players, actually, and Baneling that's coming down for Stukov, and Baneling coming up from it as well. Looks like it's going to be some sort of Ling, Bane, Muta kind of composition against their Terran and Zerg opponent. I think that's a fine way to open up. Lingbane to deal with the Zerg, Lingbane to deal with the Terran. Oh. And they're just looking at the SCV. Or the command center, rather. Actually, these things need to support their Marine brothers. Yes, they are. Speedlings versus non-speedlings. Almost unfair, but not as unfair versus as Blink Stalker versus non-Blink Stalker. Some Hellions gonna go down and try to roast some things up. Freddy should probably wait for until he has around 4 Hellions. Around 4 Hellions is a magic number where you can just suicide yourself into a drone line and roast them up. Gets a nice Cajun-style drone barbecue. Oh boy. Evolution Chamber coming down for blue team. And blue team seems to be taking, or at least keeping up on the macro side of things. It is 5 bases, 2 5 bases. And oh look, this looks like a teddy bear. These unclaimed bases in the middle of the map. More like a gingerbread man. Now that I look at it, then I don't want to think about what this is. Oh yeah, we're definitely not going to think about what that is part of the gingerbread man. Whatever, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to get off of that topic as soon as I can and try to focus on the game. Looks like some Hellions going to catch these lanes. No, actually, lanes are much faster, so Fredgy, moving up with a lot of Hellions, can definitely do some horrible things to a drone line. However, blue team does have some dropper lords on the way, morphing in on here. And not over here, so gonna try some special tactics things as they were doing last game. They're trying to survive until they can get into the dropper lord. Dropper lord picks one up and says, lighter than my usual load. And it's going to drop one link, but ooh, couple of Banelings morphing on in for some nice, good old-fashioned Bane rain. Mint trying to afford the gas to go ahead and morph that other Baneling. Does he have it selected? No. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, a siege tank on our way for red team. Looks like mech is coming out from our friend Frodgy, part of the red team. While Raffi is going for Roach play. So very different playstyles so far. We're gonna see some Roach Ravager mech from our red team and some Lingbane Ravager. Or no, Lingbane Hydra Roach Hydra Bane Muta Baneling from our blue team. Alright, these bases getting taken very quickly. Overlord probably not going to, yep, okay, never mind, going to get the crap Blorg out of it. Roach is scurrying on back home, realizing they don't have much to kill, but he could morph another one if he is so inclined. Let's see, Hellion's gonna meet up with these Roaches. Roaches is scuttling along with her Hellion buddies. Look at that. You know, the weirdest part about Starcraft units is that they all have mouths and faces. At least the Zerg units. Like, look, here. That's the Ravagers. Doesn't it look weird? Like, no eyes at all. Look at that. Look at that. Shame, David Kim. Shame. Oh, actually gonna catch some Roaches out in the middle of the map. I don't think Roach speed is ready, but I think Ravagers are quicker. Yeah, they could have caught those Roaches, but decided to focus on their timing instead and actually cooperating in a 2v2. Blasphemy, I say. But Hellion, Roaches, Siege Tanks, and Ravagers gonna push on up, and this is looking to be a very strong push indeed. I think there's almost no army at all, come to think of it. Yeah, they're severely lacking in the army department. They have to sack a couple of bases. These things are gonna get absolutely roasted alive if they try to engage into this. And great cooperation by our red team trying to break blue team, but blue team gonna have a huge swell of Roaches coming out any second now. Ooh, Hellion's actually gonna pretend to siege tanks fairly well. Queen's taking some shots. I don't think this is gonna kill the blue team, although it's gonna be very close. These buildings are gonna go down. +1 probably gonna get denied. If that can get denied, it's gonna be huge. But getting pushed back with the superior Roach concave, but reinforcements on the way. Can blue team break through this contain? They need to focus down the siege tank. So there's a main damage dealer. Not focusing the siege tank at all. There we go. Finally just time focus it down. But a huge concave of Roach Ravager for our red Zerg player. Gonna try to push and get the best trades they can. I think the reinforcements may just win out. Siege tank is not quite in range, and I think it looks like red is gonna push on through, especially if they lose this couple of Roaches. Yeah, gonna push on through. These Roaches are gonna go down without doing much, thanks to the siege tanks, and +1 finished off, +2 immediately started. Funny choice there from our blue team, and yep, gonna go down. Blorg. Broodling's gonna probably soak up a couple of siege tank shots, do some damage to the Roaches. Nice concave, but gotta be careful of these siege tanks. I mean, Stukov and Mint are just getting obliterated by red team's cooperation. Props to them, indeed. They may just end up having to sack this base. If the Roach Warren goes down, I don't know how they're going to hold on to this. No Roach Warren, nor Hydrolith then at all. At this point, they can only make Lings. And back at home, it's not even an all-in. There's another command center on the way. So they definitely have some comeback potential. These battles are going to land and take out these Roaches. And it looks like barely going to push on through as the red team. But the reinforcements are so strong. Going to have to dodge back these foils. There's so much action. Ooh, bad rally from the blue team. Losing a couple of Roaches there for absolutely nothing. These Roaches have to take care of the siege tanks. Gonna try and split up the best of their abilities and take out the tanks, but not splitting well enough and just getting obliterated by siege tank fire. losing all of their lives for 1-2 siege tanks. Lings and roaches flooding into this third base. I think the Radic is on the wall for blue team. Gonna have to evacuate these drones on out of here. Queen gonna try to protect them, but there's only so much she can do for her babies, and Ravagers working on the ramp. Gonna take out some larvae, some drones, and this hatchery and base is surely forfeit, folks. Let's see, Roach is gonna get blasted by tank shelling again. I think blue team may have droned up too much, and they are losing this game as a consequence. It is 149 total supply to almost 211. But actually not 211, 191. However, it seems as though blue team is barely... No, it doesn't look very good for the blue team at all. Some Ravagers here as the last line of defense, but there are Ravagers, Roaches, and Lings to counter. And great teamwork from our red team. Gonna go ahead and set up a strong siege line over here. Trying to break the backbone of the Zerg players. Gonna throw down some corrosive balls. To what effect? Probably not many can have to dodge these for his life. Not dodging them super well. Throwing down his own corrosive ball. Going to land on not much. Actually, drones coming off him. The siege tanks don't help. This could very well be cleaned up. And yeah, drones are definitely attacking, but oh, Hellions notice and say, line them up! And it looks like the roaches are gonna... Yeah, they're a bit too damaged, and the Drudgy and Rapier are just pushing up the shaft. Red team is being absolutely relentless with this aggression. And GG's got from Stukov, and we all know what that means. Mint should be tapping out here any second now. I-Fit2E, if anyone knows what this acronym means, 5-star about to them down in the comments below. But it looks like WWE, I don't know. A couple of mulas popping out, but those are 2 minutes too late. Even more than that. Oh boy, this reminds me of the... Let's see, what GSL was that? The newest GSL, it was... Nenox versus Dark. Yes, you have Mutalists, and yes, they can clean up the roaches, but at what cost? And GG is called. And red team is victorious. Oh wow, you know, the one thing you never expect to see from team games is teamwork. I mean... I know it sounds weird, but seriously, I have never done a successful 2v2 push with my allies in a 2v2 game, and I'm so glad that the red team could make it work. The Siege Tank Roach Ravager play was just so good, realizing that the blue team could only make really Lings, Banes, and Roaches, all of which are horrible versus Siege Tanks, and that Roaches and Ravagers are designed to face against. So definitely good composition from our red team, good play too. It's blue team, it seems as though they just took too many bad engagements, couldn't really get rid of the siege tank backbone, needed to not drone up as heavily. The Mutalist seems a bit greedy in the middle of all that action, needed them much earlier than they actually did end up showing up. Look at that, the Mutalisk of Shame, with kind of blue eyes. Oh, look at that. Now we know. Mutalisks have blue eyes. Or maybe they have the eyes of your team color. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Stukov and Mint just needed to handle that push a bit better. But shoulda, coulda, woulda is the story of Starcraft. And everyone, thank you so much for watching today's Starcraft 2 cast for the morning. Oh, boy. Butchered that already. Okay, you know what? Crash and burn, skip to mission control. Leave a like down below. Leave a like if you did indeed enjoy this cast. Leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. You can also subscribe to my channel for more daily StarCraft 2 content. Look out for more channel announcements and updates. And remember, folks, the internet could always use more teamwork and heroes.